The purpose of this video is to give you an idea as best we can of what you should expect when you come into a courtroom in New South Wales. Now, every courtroom is slightly different, but every courtroom contains the same types of things, and people for that matter. We've got a bar table. That is where the advocates and the prosecutors sit. And at the bar table you'll see an advocate who is appearing on behalf of the defence and a prosecutor who appears on behalf of the prosecution. Now, it's the prosecutor's job to try and produce as much evidence as they can to convince the court an offence has occurred. The defence advocate's job is to convince the court that the prosecution haven't made out their case and there's insufficient evidence to convict the defendant. Now, the next relevant part to tell you about in the courtroom is the witness box. That is where you will be sitting, giving evidence. Now, this is a generality. There are circumstances when defendants don't give evidence. But witnesses, if you're coming to court to give evidence, you will be sitting in that box. That is where you have to decide if you're going to take an oath, that is, you believe in God and you swear to God to tell the truth, or you'll take an affirmation which says you're a person of your word and the court should accept simply that you will tell the truth. Now, there are various people who work in courtrooms. There is the court officer. There may also be a monitor. It's relevant to tell you about a monitor because in every courtroom you'll see microphones. And there will be a person who is listening to what is going on because everything in a courtroom is recorded. And that's relevant because later on, if there are other proceedings, a transcript will be typed up and people may have to read it. The most important person in the courtroom is the magistrate. It's the magistrate to whom every witness is talking. It's the magistrate who has to listen to the prosecutor and to the defence advocate. It's the magistrate who has to make the decision as to guilt or innocence of an individual. So when you come to court, when you're giving your evidence, remember you need to keep your voice nice and loud. You need to speak slowly and clearly. You have to make sure that the magistrate has understood everything you have to say. If it's worth you coming to court to give evidence, it's worth the magistrate hearing what has been said. Because only once the magistrate has heard all of the evidence, and you'll be part of that process, can the magistrate make a decision. Remember, as a witness, you are crucial to the proceedings.